Hello and welcome to Week 1 2025 NFL predictions. I am Ballixel. I have the best ball predictions and I know ball. So let's start off with the first game of the year, Cowboys versus Eagles. The Eagles have not really changed roster-wise and they won the Super Bowl, so they're obviously going to be a good team heading into this year. And then they're going up against the Cowboys, who just traded away their best defensive player for some random guy named Kenny Clark and a couple of first-round picks. Now, morally, I should probably pick the Eagles, and I am. I'm not gonna bullshit it. I'm just picking the Eagles, and that's it. I'm just moving on. Next up, we have the Chiefs and the Chargers in the Brazil game, which is cool. I have the Chargers winning just because I feel like the Chiefs have won almost every single early game in the year. I feel like they start off pretty bad this year, and then they're probably gonna pick it up later because they're the Chiefs or whatever. They're gonna make the playoffs, win their division, yada yada. But yeah, I have the Chargers winning this one. I don't know. I just got a feeling. Next up, the Buccaneers and the Falcons. So what usually happens with the Buccaneers is they start off good, and then they tip a little bit and get a losing record midway through the year, and then they win all their games to end the year, and then they win a division because someone's got to win the NFC South. So I actually have the Bucs winning this game though, simply just because I feel like Michael Penix Jr. hasn't really played much yet, actual NFL football. I don't even think he's won a game of football, an actual game before. And he's going up against the Buccaneers, which has a pretty good defense and a really good offense, so I have the Buccaneers winning. Next up, we have the Bengals and the Browns. I don't know if this is a hot take, but I think the Browns are actually going to win. Simply just because the Bengals always lose week 1 or the first couple weeks of the season, and they always start off hot trash to start the year. For example, last year, they went against the Patriots week 1. Everybody thought they were going to win, and they lost to the Patriots somehow. And the Patriots weren't even good that year. They were trash, and they still lost. And it's a division game, so anything could happen. So I got the Browns winning just because of that. Although I'd be pleasantly surprised if the Bengals actually won week 1 in a game. Next up, we have Dolphins Colts. I have the Dolphins winning. I say that hesitantly because honestly I could see this going either way. But the only reason I have the Dolphins winning is because it's at Miami. The Dolphins usually play better early in the year because it's less cold, and it's at home in Miami. I think the Dolphins will win. Next up, we have Raiders Patriots. I can see this game going both ways. Drake May has been pretty good for the Patriots. Geno Smith is a good quarterback. Although I think what this game will come down to is how good is the Patriots offense really, and how good is the Raiders defense really? Because I think the Raiders offense will actually be pretty good this year. They have Geno Smith, they have Brock Bowers and Ashton Jeanty. I think that they are going to be an underrated offense this year actually. And the Patriots defense is usually always really good. So I'm kind of at a toss-up here. I'm going to pick the Raiders because I think their offense will be slightly better than the Patriots defense. And I think the Raiders' defense will be a little bit better than the Patriots' offense. Anyways, next up, we have the Cardinals and Saints. Yeah, I'm picking the Cardinals. I'm not going to spend too much time on this one. The Saints actually need God. They need a miracle. The Saints need a miracle to win this game. They need a miracle to win at least 4 games this season. The Saints are going to be complete and utter garbage, and you knew that the second they're starting Spencer Rattler, so they're just kind of cooked. Anyways, Steelers Jets. I have no idea. Actually, no, I do have an idea. Aaron Rodgers is going to win this game because he's just salty. He's just gonna win. Also, the Steelers, aside from Aaron Rodgers, the Steelers defense is going to be miles better than the Jets offense. So just the Steelers defense would win against the Jets, honestly. If this game is gonna be 9-3 or something really boring like that. It's just gonna be a slop fest. Anyways, we have Giants Commanders. I have the Commanders winning, but it's actually gonna be pretty close. It's going to be like a 23-20 or something game like that, because I just feel it. I feel it on my bones. I don't know, I feel it on my blood. It's a divisional game. I think the Giants will be bad this year, but I think they're going to be like competitive bad, if you know what I mean. Like, they're going to be close in some games, but they're just never going to find a way to actually win any of them, and they're going to have a bad record. But they're not going to be like, they're going to be good bad. Like, they're going to have decent, maybe like a standout player or two here and there, like surprise player or two, like last year. But I don't think that they're going to get many wins this year, and the Commanders win. Next up, Panthers, Jaguars. I am actually pretty high on the Panthers this year. I think that Bryce Young, with a third year under his belt, is actually going to have himself a good year, maybe even Pro Bowl. However, I feel like the Panthers usually always just kind of stink, especially their defense. I think their offense will be better, but the defense is concerning. I have the Jaguars winning, simply just because I think their roster is more well-rounded than the Panthers right now. However, I think the Panthers will be better late in the year. Maybe not playoffs, but we'll see. Next up, Titans, Broncos. I'm not spending too long on this. The Broncos are winning. Like, rookie quarterback against arguably the best defense in the league. Like, yeah, it ain't no way. It's not happening. No way. I would bet my entire life savings on the Broncos if I had life savings. Next up, we have 49ers, Seahawks. I gotta take a sip of my drink. The 49ers are winning. Simply because the 49ers have, like, a good year, and then a bad year, and then a good year and a bad year, etc. Last year, they had their bad year, and this year, they're going to have their good year, because their schedule is actual Swiss cheese. Like, if you look at their schedule, they have the easiest schedule in, like, mankind. It is so buns and easy. So they're just going to get to, like, 13 or 14 wins just because their schedule is so, like, easy. But yeah, 49ers win. Next up, we have the Lions, Packers. I have the Lions winning. I feel like people are blowing the whole Micah Parsons trade way out of proportion. Like, yeah, Micah Parsons is really good, but I don't think having Micah Parsons on your team is the difference between losing your division and winning your division. Like, I feel like people completely underrating the Lions and writing them off is just going to make them even better, because that's what they live off of. So yeah, you know what? Keep the underrated stuff coming, and we'll see y'all on Sunday, I guess. Next up, Texans, Rams. Honestly, this game could go either way. However, I think the Texans win because, number one, their defense is really good, and number two, the Rams are starting an actual corpse at quarterback, and I think Matthew Stafford is probably going to go down like halfway through the year. And him going up against one of the best defenses in the league in his first game of the season, I don't really think the Rams are going to do well, which I say with complete sadness because I have Puka Nacua on my fantasy team, but, you know, I'd love to be proven wrong, honestly. Next up, we have Ravens, Bills. I have the Ravens winning, simply just because the Ravens are always such a good team. Like, in the regular season, like, they blew the Bills out of the water last year in the regular season, and then they lost to them in the playoffs. Like, the stereotype of them sucking in the playoffs is never ever gonna go away until they actually, like, win a Super Bowl, which I'd be shocked if happened this year, like, honestly. But yeah, Ravens win. It might be a blowout, it might be by one score. Either way, I think Ravens win. And finally, Monday Night Football. I have the Chicago Bears winning. Simply just because, like, JJ McCarthy is really unproven. He has played a total of, like, I think 2 preseason games, maybe 3, I don't remember. He has never played an actual NFL game. And the Bears defense is not, like, bad. Like, the Bears defense is not bad. And they also have Ben Johnson now, sadly. I miss you, Pookie Bear. But they have Ben Johnson now, and, like, I think their offense will be heavily improved. Maybe they won't show in, like, the first week or two, but I think it might be good enough to win this game. Also, it's playing at Chicago, so I think the Bears get a win, although honestly, I am rooting for the Meteor. Anyways, that was my NFL 2025 Week 1 predictions. I think I'm going to keep track of my record throughout the season and see how I do. But if you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and goodbye.